She is in her industry what James Brown was in his heyday. They are both the hardest working professionals to ever do their thing.
And one thing I really love about working with her is there's nothing back here that we do that Miss Loretta will not do too. And that says a lot for a female because most people will give you something to do and won't help you try to do it. But Miss Loretta will. She would do it, and then I don't understand. I've always asked myself, how does she run the back? She run the front, and then the customers. She take time and listen to her customers and stuff, and I've never seen her have an attitude with her. She tell us, hey, they always right.
Loretta Alexander is the queen of clean. She has assembled the right mix of expertise, equipment, and employees to breathe new life into anything customers bring to this counter. Well, almost anything.
And if it cannot be clean, Miss Loretta contact that customer and let that customer know, I could not get this out, and let's see what we can do with this.
This successful businesswoman has been in Tuskegee so long, few people know that she's not homegrown. In the early years of settling here, she worked for Reverend Lawrence Haygood Sr., father of the current mayor of Tuskegee. Her children attended school here, and after divorcing her first husband, she married a Tuskegee man, John Alexander. In 1984, she jumped at the chance to buy a dry cleaning business in Tuskegee when the owner approached her. She bought the business but could not purchase the building, so in 2000 she acquired a different property, renovated it, and branded it in name and quality of service.
Loretta's University Cleaners is one of the most professional businesses that I've ever had experience with. They are indeed an asset to Tuskegee and Macon County and the surrounding areas in general. Atmosphere is pleasant, work is outstanding, and the prices are competitive.
She has earned this level of respect from her customers, and she's also been a lifesaver for many struggling Tuskegee University students in need of a paying job.
I have just been overwhelmed by their eagerness to work, the work values that they showed, and many of them still come back at homecoming to say hello and to say thank you. What it did in terms of them developing a passion for this community also inspired me because many of my customers fell in love with the students. They often will give them information in terms of contacts, particularly the alumni, when they would discover that one of the students was leaving to go someplace. They would make a point to give them the name, phone numbers of alumni that they knew would be available to help them. They would give them gifts of money, of cars, letters. So it was a love affair between the students and the community.
Loretta is originally from Greenwood, Mississippi, a city that had a prominent role in the movie The Help. Many Greenwood homes were featured in this 2011 film that made Alabama's own Octavia Spencer famous, and also something else, a pie flavored with a nasty touch of revenge. The racial tension that was depicted in the movie is something Loretta knows well.
The movie was a bit too real for me. I saw my mother throughout the film because she was one of the help. My aunt was one. That's how most of the women in my hometown made a living. As I thought about it, it was not the movie. It was what the movie caused me to feel.
This bitter earth.
In the 1960s, her relatives were civil rights activists, and she also was on the front lines of the movement.
But basically, my start happened when I was a teenager in Greenwood. There were huge marches where the whole town, it appeared, would march from downtown, from home to downtown begging for the right to vote. I remember the day my mother, my grandmother, and my uncle actually went to vote. They dressed up as if they were going to church. They were just so proud, and they were actually able to register to vote. So my involvement in civil rights activities stemmed basically from my family's involvement, and I became a foot soldier. And to this day, I consider myself to be a foot soldier in the struggle for equal rights for all people.
Greenwood is her birthplace. Tuskegee is her adopted home. Her business is her passion. Customers, her motivation. Her employees are valued assets.
And most of all is, I have yet to say, for a black business, I have never went to the bank and had a bounce check. Miss Loretta makes sure you're paid, and if there's money in here, she gonna take care of you.
In conjunction with the month of March, which is set aside to honor exceptional women, she was recognized by the Tuskegee Area Chamber of Commerce as 2017 Outstanding Woman Business Owner. She and Chamber Officer Bobby Davis appeared on WSFA Channel 12, sharing this good news. Her daughter says the qualities Loretta shows to the public are the same values that govern her personal life.
She believes in professionalism, respecting people and being respected by other people. That's the lessons we've always learned growing up. The value of hard work, honesty, good character, helping others. That truly is who she is.
I first met her when I worked at Southern Vocational College and the Federation of Southern Cooperatives. I worked with her ex-husband, Cornelius. And later on, I went to work for ECHO, and she was the person who interviewed and hired me, and she was my supervisor. I do, because she was really a mentor to me. I had come up a very poor girl, and I was in the cotton fields and cornfields and all that kind of stuff, and I really didn't have any money to really go to college to get formalized education. And she reached out to me to help me, and a lot of the things that I know now in life, Loretta taught me.
Loretta Alexander, a pillar of strength, courage, and character, has been in business for more than 30 years, which also makes her a pillar of endurance.
My name is Loretta Alexander, and I approve of this project.